Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first episode of HOJICHA finds on Amazon. As you guys know, I have an ongoing series of my matcha finds on Amazon, but I have found quite a few of HOJICHA on Amazon that I really love and some that you may want to save your money and avoid purchasing. So I'm bringing it over to YouTube as well, and this will be the first episode. Okay, so we have 4 HOJICHA powders here with us to review. The first one, let's talk about the one that I'm drinking right now, which I made a brown sugar shaken matcha with cinnamon. So good. I'll share it here, how I made it. But I used this HOJICHA powder from Midori Springs. This is their organic Hoji Premier HOJICHA in this 100-gram tin. And if you are a little bit more budget friendly and matcha's kind of expensive to you, or you don't feel like you love matcha enough to be spending the amount of money that it costs, I think HOJICHA is such a good budget friendly option because you get a lot of grams per dollar more than you would with matcha. And that's, because there's very different things when it comes to matcha and HOJICHA and the production and all of those other things, right? They have different methods of how they come to be. So that's why there's a price difference. But if you are on the budget and you don't want to spend a lot, I think HOJICHA is a great option. Also too, if you are sensitive to caffeine and matcha makes you feel like jittery and it's just too much, HOJICHA is the perfect substitute for that. So hopefully I can give you guys some recommendations if that really resonated with you. So the first one was Midori Springs, and the reason why I love this one is because it has like subtle notes of caramel in it. It's very creamy as a latte, and I think it's a medium bodied HOJICHA where it's not super bold or super bitter. I feel like it's just like perfectly in the middle where you just get enough of each of those notes. And I also really enjoy, there's like a hint of smokiness in it towards the end of the note, and I really enjoy it. I think it pairs so well with like the caramel notes in it, and it's delicious, and it's definitely one of my favorites. Okay, next up, this is Ocha & Co.'s HOJICHA powder. This one is in my chocolate milk category. So you guys know I have like an ice cream notes one for matcha. I have a chocolate milk one for HOJICHA, and I will also film that video soon for you guys. But this is one of them in that category, and it's because it reminds me of like a dark chocolate. It's more like cocoa forward in terms of the notes, and especially like as a latte, it kind of makes you feel like you're drinking a type of version of chocolate milk, not obviously exactly like that, similar to what I've talked about with the ice cream. It's not gonna taste exactly like that. So same with this HOJICHA, it won't taste exactly like chocolate milk, but it gives like the same experience, but a little bit different, and it has some of like the resemblance to like a very dark chocolate milk. So that's why I really enjoyed it. And this was creamy, it was just enough bitterness and roastedness for me, and honestly, like, this is probably a top HOJICHA powder of mine too. Then we have FKRO's organic Japanese HOJICHA powder, and I've tried FKRO's matcha. They were like one of the first matcha powders that I found on Amazon a while back, I think years ago. And that's kind of what sparked like my interest in finding those. So when they came out with the HOJICHA powder, I absolutely had to try it. And similar to what I say about their matcha, I think this is a good beginner HOJICHA. It's definitely of a lighter roast, like it has a lighter brown color, which I think too is a tip if you guys see HOJICHA. Usually like the lighter brown it is, the more tame it might be. Versus like a really dark brown is usually more like bitter. It's deeper in like the roasted flavor, the smokiness flavor, and more of like that dark chocolate notes. So this one has definitely a lighter brown color to it. And I think again, it's just very beginner. It's very basic in the way that it tastes. So if you're scared of like the roastedness, the bitterness, the smokiness, you won't really get any of that in this. I feel like it's just roasted and that's pretty much it. So it's not bad, but If you are a beginner, I think this is a good place to start. Maybe if you're more advanced and you're more aware of like what hojicha tastes like, maybe this one you don't have to purchase. And sadly, the last one we have is Jade Leaf's Hojicha Barista Edition. And I think this is the cheapest one out of all of these, I believe. But I'll have the prices, of course. But this one, a lot of you guys have been asking and requesting me to try this one out. So I finally did. And unfortunately, it was really bad. It was really bad. And it was like acidic and it was very sour tasting, almost like it was spoiled, I think. Like that's kind of what it tasted like. And it didn't taste like hojicha to me. It was like there was some like notes of hojicha, like there was some like roastedness, there was the bitterness, but it had this like strange acidic and sour taste in it that I just really did not like, and I had a really hard time drinking it. I would highly suggest that you save your money. Again, I think you can take this with a grain of salt. Obviously, everybody's taste buds are different. So if you've tried this before and you love it, then you know what? Keep purchasing it. Keep, enjoying it, because if that's what you enjoy, then that's totally fine. I'm just saying this personally was not for me, and that's what I experienced. So yeah, if you're not a fan of those tastes and you want to just save your money, maybe don't purchase this one. I wouldn't recommend it just because, yeah, it tastes really funky to me. So again, if you like it, that's totally fine. I'm not saying you should stop buying it, because I do think it's very budget friendly, but unfortunately for me, I just did not like it. So my recommendations out of all of these right here, this one, if you are a beginner, for sure. And this one, I would recommend as my top favorite. This one for sure, just because the chocolate milk, again, it's like one of my favorite notes to find in hojicha. And this one as well. Actually, I recommend all of them except for this one. So all of them are really good options. So if you want like a caramel tasting hojicha, the Midori Springs is perfect. If you want one that resembles like a dark chocolate, the Ocha and Co. And then if you're a beginner, you can do the FKRO hojicha. And yeah, those are all of my current Amazon finds for hojicha. I will definitely have more coming up because I am doing research and I found a couple that I want to continue to try and review and suggest to you guys if it's good. So thank you guys so much for watching. Also, we hit 8,000 subscribers, which is so crazy. So thank you guys so much for all your support. I want to do a giveaway soon here on YouTube, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.